Greetings everyone, this is Big Z the Mask Reviewer, bringing you back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at, from the Transformers Age of Extinction line, the Deluxe Class Takara version of Snarl. Snarl is one of the Transformers that are one of the characters that did not appear in the movie, which is sad. The other two Dinobots that did not appear in the movie are Slog and Slash. Slash is kind of a weird story because Slash was in a lot. He was in a lot of promotional stuff. Hell, he was in the official promotional pictures. So let's take a look at Snarl. What you see before you is the modern interpretation of Snarl, or a movie-verse adaptation of Snarl. Gone of the days where he was a simplified robo-stegosaurus. Now he is a kick-ass looking dragon-like transformer, which personally I love. If there's one thing I love more than dinosaurs, and that is dragons. And here, there you have it right before you, a stegosaurus that looks like a dragon. Right there in of itself is really cool. This is actually a really good mold. I am adoring this mold. I love the metallic coloring. I love the bright, shiny, metallic green with the purple here, and the very nice head sculpt there with the blood red eyes and the silver on his snout, and that nice black tampograph or whatever it is, the black Autobot logo there. It is very nice. It's very skeletal, but it's really, really nice, and I absolutely love it. So, getting on with the articulation, because, you know, it's beast mode, so we gotta take a look at its articulation. Snarl's articulation is very limited. He has a neck joint, he can move up and down, but ever so slightly, and look forward and back ever so slightly. His jaw can open and close, which is really nice. His head can go up and down. His forelimbs can go 360 degrees. They're on a ball joint. It can go about that far out and that far back in, because you got the robot mode night chic boots sticking out of his chest. And you got the hind legs here, which go about that far back, this far forward and side to side, which you're not going to get a lot of posability because, well, one thing is that if you even move the back part of him, you will split open his butt and reveal some bits of the transformation. That sounds very, very, very brutal. But yes, it's very nice, and I love the detailing here. The detailing is very nice. I love the, like, if you can see, like, in between the cracks here, in between each little segment, you see like little wires and cables and whatnot, and his sails on his back look like dragon wings, which is very nice. And even here, it almost looks like a rib cage almost. Again, like I say, very nice, very cool, very nifty. It's very cool. So, getting this guy into robot mode is both tricky but also easy at the same time. From what I hear, he's almost like his original 1980s counterpart. So what you want to do is you want to take the tail and split it open, revealing his little mace here, and just kind of make these flush against this little peg, which can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but with enough force and proper positioning, you can do it. Like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take his whole back sails and do it like so. Then take his entire front section and just extend the legs and untab. And then what you want to do is that you want to take his waist and just tab it in, which also kind of broke the back of the Stegosaurus. Then take his chic boots and just kind of pull them out like so. Take these, make them nice and flush like so. And like so. Then this is also really interesting and very cool, is that they give you this black Stegosaurus head. It can't move, it can't do anything, it's just there, and it looks really good. Again, to keep with the symmetry like his G1 counterpart, which is absolutely phenomenal. That is a lot of effort right there. And then what you want to do is you want to take his actual Stegosaurus head and just fold it back and just kind of make sure that these are positioned like so. Just kind of put them like that. And then what you want to do is you gotta take that back a little bit. Then what you want to do is you want to take his shoulder blades and fold them up. Don't break anything. And then just kind of bring them down. And then twist his arms. Then twist his wrists around. And you do the same on the other half. And then you just do that like so. And like so. Now what you want to do is you want to... The instructions say you want to take these and fold them out like so. Personally, I like to keep them like that because these will bump into these, and that's no good. So then what you want to do is you want to take the head and then just kind of pull the head out like so. And there you have Snarl in his robot mode. And before you put him down, make sure he is all nice and straight. And there you have it. You have Snarl in robot mode. The robot mode is really good. I am absolutely I have to just clap for that because this is very, very good. Love the turbines here in his pecs. Of course, you got this very nice royal purple right on his chest, and it goes onto his abs, and even his abs are like razor sharp and cut up. Very nice, very well done. And then also, let's take a look at that head sculpt too, since we're kind of fiddling with his head. I know my camera will not pick this up, but his head sculpt is really nice. He looks like he has teeth. He has teeth right in there, and he has like a purple compound visor. Not only that, but his head looks like a dragon's head, like a dragon-themed knight helmet, which is amazing, keeping with the whole knight theme going on. The proportions are very nice, a little cartoony, but hey, what are you gonna do? You have this very thin waist, very thin. Oh my. Anyway, you have this very thin hips right here. These very, very thin hips, which don't bother me all too terribly much. Then, of course, you got the legs here, which are these ginormous legs right here, which, whew, man, these are huge. And you can say they're like armor. But you do have to kind of chicken leg them a little bit so he can stand, but it's not too much. It's not too much. And then, of course, you got the black here on his arms, which looks very, very nice. The very nice broad shoulders. He looks like he is about ready for a fight. Snarl does come with two accessories. He does come with this tail spike club, I guess you can say, because he's got this right here and this right here. It's very nice. It's decent. You get like that very nice little metallic green here, and on the club. And then you have this really, for those who play League of Legends, you might know this. To me, this looks like Renekton's sword, which also kind of looks like a Klingon sword, but that's just me. It's very nice. Snarl can't hold these in his hands, albeit they're okay. I'm not gonna lie. They suck really hard. He can't hold them. Well, he can, but they just give them a good shake and they fall out. I'll get to the weapons because it also involves the articulation because, yeah, I think everyone knows where this is gonna go. And also, gonna get the flaws out right away. He's uberly top heavy. So, getting him to stand is a bit of a chore. What you want to do is you want to combine both of these weapons like so, and just take them, and you get this very nice battle axe going on, which is really cool. And he can hold the battle axe if you just take this and you just kind of make him grip it and just kind of feed it through until he grabs the green part. And he looks very menacing with the battle axe. It's very interesting. It's very cool. But anyway, like I said, let's get to the articulation because it leads to a lot of his problems. He has shoulder articulation that go up and down, but they also kind of bang into the sail here, the halo sail. He has a mushroom peg in his arm, and he does have an elbow. He does have an articulation point for his elbow. His wrist joints. These are my biggest gripes. Is that if you do this, that looks horrible. That looks absolutely horrible. But if you do that, that also looks horrible. If you do that, that looks horrible. He cannot hold his... This is like gorilla arm syndrome at its worst. This is horrible. He can't really hold his weapon naturally. He can't. He honestly cannot hold his hands... Or he can't hold his weapons naturally. Because I'm double jointed in my wrists. Even I can't do this. And he does have... leg articulation here. He can swivel because he's got a mushroom peg, and he can go about that far out and that far in, which is really good. This is really good leg articulation here. No waist joint, but he does have an ankle joint here, and he can't tilt, so take it for what you will. But sadly, though, because of this, he can't stand all too well, which is sad because he's really posable, but because of his wrists, because he doesn't have that great of heels nor good support here in the legs, he likes to topple over. Not only that, but he's got this ginormous backpack and pauldrons, which make him go flat on his back. However, though, the good thing about this is that it does have a Tamashii Nation port, which is weird. They started incorporating this in the movie line, and it is weird. So yeah, he is a mess. He's not much of a mess as a Slash. Yes, his robot mode is very good, but it's also very busy. It is a very busy robot mode, and yeah, I'm still standing by that. Yes, he looks very good. He looks very, very good. However, though, that's the biggest flaw with this is that his robot mode is good, but it can't stand. Because because of the factors of the pauldrons and the backpack, can't stand all that well. But other than that, it's a really good robot mode. Now let's get to the size comparisons, shall we? Snarl's robot mode is about the same height as a regular Deluxe from the movie line. Here I have Scorn as a comparison, and as you can see, he is about the same height, maybe just a smidge smaller. Scorn does have the large Spinosaurus fins on his back, so it makes him a little bit taller. In dinosaur mode, Snarl is one of the squattest, right next to Slug. Slug being the smallest, Snarl being not too big himself, but at the same time, Scorn towers all of them. So, in closing thoughts, should you get Snarl? I have to say, sort of. It all depends on your preference. Are you a casual buyer that just wants a really cool dinosaur that transforms into a really cool robot? I have to say, he's not yours. You might want to get someone like Grimlock or Scorn. Or maybe even Strafe. However, though, if you are a Dinobot completionist like myself, who is trying to get all the movie Dinobots and has all the movie Dinobots, then yes, either A, you already have him, or B, you need to get this guy. You need to pick him up in order to complete your collection. This has been Big Z, the Mask Reviewer, saying sayonara and catch you all in the next review.